Good afternoon, and thank you so much for tuning in to Dr. Jloknows. Today I want to talk about something that, you guessed it, is really important. I want to talk about parentifying your kids. What? That means that when we have children, if we are not aware of what our own expectations are for our children, based on what our parents' expectations were of us, then we can have expectations of our children that don't match, especially if we have a substance abuse issue or we are super busy with our own jobs and parenting other children or our spouses or partners. If we have other demands on our time that take away from our ability to focus on parenting our children, then we can have expectations of our children that don't match their maturity and their age level. Think about it this way. I had a client who has 3 younger siblings, and she was 9, and they were 6, 4, and 2 respectively. And her mom was an alcoholic and a functioning alcoholic and a busy, I think, executive assistant. And she expected my client to always, maybe not always, but frequently be there to babysit and change diapers and feed and take care of them, especially if she was going out, because mom was so busy working all the time, she felt she deserved a night off. Well, at 9, 10, 11, 12, the expectations for my client became bigger and bigger and bigger. So fast forward to my client now is in her 30s, and she has a child of her own, and she's not keeping house the way her husband would like her to. Well, and he helps, so let's just be clear about that. She is not as motivated to cook and do some of the things that partners do for each other. And we were talking about it in the office one day, and I had said to her, "Does all of this feel familiar to you?" And she said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "You've done this all before." And the eyes got wide, and she got a little teary, and she was like, "Holy cow, I never thought of it that way." So make sure that if you have children of your own, yes, they can help you. Yes, they should contribute. Yes, they should have chores, but please be sure the expectations you have of them are age appropriate and specific to what they can handle. And they are not there to be our mother's helpers or father's helpers to the extent that that becomes the focus of their life. Because when it's their turn, they're going to be burnt. They're not going to want to do it. I mean, maybe that's a little extreme, but it's going to be harder for them to really sink their teeth into it because they've been there, done that. We don't want to parentify our children. So thanks so much for tuning into Dr. Jloknows, and I really appreciate your time.